Welcome back to Green Sports Zone. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Jamey Palmer Show, presented by Starnes Barber, where we cover everything out here on the Diamond with the North Greene baseball team. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Jamey Palmer. Coach,
hey Tyler.
How's it going?
All right, sir.
Hey, we're outside again today.
Yes, 5-0, I believe.
It's a little dreary out here. We've got a slight gray overcast above us, but hey, I've not felt a raindrop yet, knock on wood. We should be good to go.
Yes, sir. Hope so.
Hopefully we're good to go the rest of the week also. Of course, weather always permitting at this time of the year in May. But the good news is we're still alive in the postseason. We're still here. We're not doing the recap show yet. You're moving into regions. How great does that feel as a first-year head coach to move into regions?
Feels good. Feels good. Just the opportunity to take these guys, keep playing another, region tournament. We've had some success in years past. Just the opportunity to take our lone senior, get him a few more games, hopefully, and just go play and see how it goes.
Let's take a run through the District 1-1A tournament, too. You go up there to, I think it's TVA Credit Union Ballpark
Yes.
now. I think everybody knows it as Cardinal Park. That's what I know it as. That's what you know it as. But you go up there to Johnson City. You play the tournament. You played two teams in University High and Unaka. Beat Unaka twice, lost to University High twice, finished as runner-up again. So take me through this year's run in the district tournament.
First game, started out with Unaka there, and it was tough going the first couple of innings, and finally we broke through and had a good inning. I think we scored 5 in the 4th or 5th inning there, and I felt like we just needed a wake-up call to get going, and got a few people on base, had a couple good hits. Next thing you know, took some advantage of a few errors on their part, a couple pass balls I think too. So actually put a crooked number up there, and that really helped us. Our pitching was really good. Aiden done a good job for us on the mound. I think he had a big 2-out hit maybe, scored a couple runs. Owen Pierce had a couple hits, I think, maybe a sac fly or something there to give him a couple runs. So, that game, just to get that first win out of the way, takes a little pressure off. But then, if you don't take care of business against UH in the championship game there, the winner's bracket final, then you get put back in the elimination game. So, it's just... you take a little pressure off, and then you put more pressure back on yourself. So, we're just glad to come out of there and keep moving on.
Let's talk about the first University High game. You were able to put 4 runs on them. Started out hot, cooled off after that, but a great showing, I think, I can't remember what innings they were up to that point. Talk about how happy you were to be able to have some offensive production against University High.
Well, we were looking forward to that. We had actually changed the lineup just a little bit, put a little more speed at the top, thinking that we could, maybe get some more total bases there, and it did pay off for us. Moved Jaden to the top in the leadoff spot, put Isaac at second, moved Duffy back down to third, and of course we took advantage of a few errors from them. And that speed played a factor in scoring a few runs. I think it was 2 in the first, maybe 2 in the second, maybe. But then, I don't know, we just couldn't keep it going. We couldn't put no hits together. And they're a good ball club, so, they're just tough to beat. So we'll give it, if we see them again, we'll give it another shot at it.
Going into the elimination game with Unaka, you play a winner-go-home situation in that game, and you come out in that game, it takes you a little while to get going. 1 in the bottom of the 3rd, 1 in the bottom of the 4th. You get 2 in the bottom of the 5th, 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Never truly comfortable in that game, but you end up pulling out the win to advance to the district championship and advance into regionals. So how good of a win was that against Unaka to keep your season alive and move forward knowing that you've got a few more games left?
Oh, just great to get that win against Unaka. Those kids at Unaka, they've been working hard, and Cloudland as well.
Great game before that.
That was a great game to watch, back and forth. But Unaka pulled it out, so we started playing them, and we knew coming in to that game, it's when you getting the pressure's on you in that game, so you've got to perform and try to be your best. And sometimes you just you get a little tense, and things don't go your way, and but just to get a run or two here or there, I felt like when we scored, they would get one, but we would come back in and get that one again to keep that margin. So I'm just proud of our guys, the way they played. They hustled. Again, we left Jaden at the top of the lineup there. I felt like that was huge for us. In that game as well, just having the speed at the top, I think.
2 runs came out of it.
Yes. I think it was that game that Jaden was on third base and we hit a little lazy pop up to first, and I just told Jaden to draw a throw. Next thing you know, they threw it to the backstop and we scored a run off of that. So, you just can't teach speed, but if you can put a little smarts with it and be good base runners, that'll pay dividends for you.
And credit to him for making up with what had happened before that too, because you had the error in the outfield, and he comes in, leads off, or maybe doesn't lead off, or maybe about second in the order in the bottom half of that inning, and then I think 5 pitches later he's on first base, and then before you know it he's on third, and like you said, he draws a throw and he's able to get home after a wild throw to the backstop. So credit to him for being able. A lot of times you have players that can't pull themselves out of that rut whenever they make an error like that. So credit to him for being able to put that behind him, go forward into the next inning, and immediately get that run back.
Yeah, and that's what we've been telling them too. If you make an error in the field, don't take it to the plate with you. If you strike out at the plate, don't take it to the field with you, because 9 times out of 10 the baseball will find you. It'll find you. So just very happy for a lot of those guys. We saw some good production, especially from Owen. Isaac did a real good job for us as far as getting on base in all 4 of the games. Duffy made some good plays. I mean, overall it was a good tournament for us, even though we only got 2 wins out of it, but we are moving on, so very happy.
I don't know what we've got behind us going on here in this class, but was that a rocket that just shot off?
They do that sometimes out here,
parachuting down?
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to find when you come back to high school.
I know, that's right. I think they're getting, I don't know, maybe getting ready to do some NASA stuff here or something.
Oh, okay. Anyways, let's go into the break, though. We've got the region tournament to talk about on the back half, so stick with us. We'll talk about that, tell you the location, times, dates, teams, and everything you need to know here on Green Sports Zone.
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of North Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was a barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Welcome back to Green Sports Zone. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Jamey Palmer Show, presented by Starnes Barber, where we cover everything on the diamond with the North Greene Huskies baseball team. As always, I'm here with North Greene head coach Jamey Palmer. So it's now the region tournament upon us. Last week it was the district tournament upon us. Now you've advanced into the region tournament. One of the remaining 32 teams left in 1A You'll be playing at Milligan College this Friday and Saturday. First round facing off against Washburn. You would play the winner or loser, vice versa, whichever your result is, of University High and Cosby. Your first game, of course, being at 12 o'clock on Friday against Washburn. So first and foremost, take me through that game with Washburn and what you can expect.
Well, honestly, Tyler, just glad to get it worked out. Our guys here at the school, North Greene, have prom that evening starting at 6 o'clock. So that was something that was kind of a little stressful, been on our mind last couple weeks. If we did make it through the district tournament, how was we going to handle that? Of course, once we figured out we were in the regional, got on the phone with Coach Buchanan. I think he had maybe talked to Washburn's athletic director via email or phone, and I think they were under an understanding. Also, University High's athletic director was involved with a head coach group text, so we were trying to work things out. Glad and appreciative of everyone involved getting that worked out. So, we'll just go up there, play at 12 o'clock. We played Washburn a couple games last year at their place. From what I gather, about the same teams. I think they had one senior, was a catcher. Did a good job for them. They're pitching. They've got two good pitchers that we know of. Saw both of them last year. I'm sure they've probably got one or two more. We'll just go play. I feel like we're ready. We've had a couple good practices this week. Hopefully get another one in today. Go over a few fundamental stuff just to refresh our minds. Work on a few things offensively and defensively. So hopefully 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock we'll play a good game.
Got another rocket going on that. It went pretty high that time. We already know about University High. We've talked about them almost way too much this year, and that's no disrespect to them. It's just when you play a team 5 times, I mean, you feel like you know them like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
A team that I don't know much about, but I don't know if you do, and I'd like for you to give us some insight on them if you can, is Cosby, the other team in the region. We know about the Huskies. We know about the Junior Bucks. We now know about the Pirates. What can you tell us about Cosby?
We actually played Cosby first game of the year, really. We were supposed to go to them actually on the first game, but both of our basketball teams were in the region, I think. So we decided to cancel that first game and reschedule it for later in April. But the weather wouldn't let us play that second game. So honestly, Tyler, I'd have to go back and look. I know that they're a first-year head coach coaching that team, so I'm, happy for him because me and him are in the same boat. Both of us are first-year head coaches, and both of us are in the region. So, happy for those guys down there. I think it's probably been a while since they've been in the region. I think usually the last few years that we've been there, it's been Hancock County, the other team. So, just to be there, it gives your team, your players, a sense of confidence. I'm sure Cosby's, they're on a cloud right now, and just to be in the region, they're probably like everybody else. They're wanting to move on to sub-state. So, it'll be a good tournament, I think.
Looking through the times throughout the bracket also, everybody hang with me here. We've got you Friday at 12 o'clock with Washburn, and then Friday at 3 o'clock following that you'll have University High and Cosby. If you win, you would play Saturday at 11 a.m.
Yes.
If you lose, you would play Saturday at 1:30.
Yep.
And then if you win that Saturday at 11 a.m. game, you're on sub-state.
Right.
You're done.
Yep.
If you were to lose that game to either Cosby or University High and play again, you would play Saturday at 4 p.m.
4, yep.
Okay, so region tournaments, I like region tournaments are always just 2 days. So
Yep.
less days that you get to go out there, more games in a day. I know sometimes that can affect pitching and such, but at the end of the day, do you like getting things done kind of quicker?
I do, because you kind of know, you can narrow things down to, basically, you about know who the other team's going to throw, because your back-to-back days, not necessarily, but most of the time you can about tell. So, just to be there and to see those teams, whether they're playing before you or after you, you try to stay and watch a little bit of them. I just think it's going to be good baseball, and hopefully we can be one of the 2 teams that's moving on.
Hopefully that by the next time we sit down next week, you're one of the last 16 remaining.
I hope so, Tyler.
That would be awesome. Substates would be, I believe, Wednesday?
I believe it's Wednesday the 14th, yes.
Wednesday, and then I guess there's, if necessary, that would be Thursday. Substates always best of 3, so hopefully we get to that point next week and we get to talk about that. Yeah. But, Coach, unless there's anything else you'd like to add, I think that's all I got for you this week.
I'm good to go, Tyler. I appreciate it.
I've watched 4 rockets go off now. I'm eagerly waiting for that 5th one to go off now. But, Coach, that's all I've got for you once again. Appreciate letting me out here to Baileyton. Love being out here at Baileyton. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company's Jamey Palmer Show, presented by Starnes Barbershop. Look forward to seeing you next time here on Green Sports Zone.